Hi, this is Joan, and I know by now you've heard about the verdict in the Breonna Taylor case, and I haven't really said anything much about it, and this will definitely be a very short video. The reason I never said anything about it, well, many reasons. A lot of it is because I pretty much am working by myself, so I can think of a lot of things to talk about, but then I just don't have the time to get to it. But another reason why I didn't say anything about this one was because I always had one overriding question. And before I even say that, let me say my condolences to the friends and families, and also to the Hebrew Israelite nation in general, because this was another wound. So I'm sure everybody's already heard that this beautiful young woman, 26 years old, was gunned down in her own home, in her own bed, and by the police executing I think it was called a silent verdict. No, a silent, what is that? You know what I'm talking about. And they broke into her house, and her boyfriend shot at them, and they wound up shooting her 8 times. Now, that is the short, succinct, not analysis, but summary of what happened. And now that you read right here in this Federalist newspaper article. Let's see. Riots erupted in Denver Wednesday night over the afternoon grand jury verdict in 26-year-old Breonna Taylor's case because jurors thought the evidence merited bringing Officer Brett Hankinson to trial on first-degree wanton endangerment. Okay, but instead of giving him that kind of sentence, instead they said, oh, okay, we aren't going to get him for actually killing someone. We're going to get him for shooting into someone's window, shooting into other people's apartment. And as far as I could see, he, or at least from what I read earlier, he shot into more than one person's apartment, but they only really said anything about him shooting into one. Now, I'm not making light of this, but because it's a terrible tragedy to her family, friends, and also, as I said, to the nation in general. But I've always had one question that nobody else has answered, and so, you might have the answer to this. I always wondered, well, if the police broke in and her boyfriend was shooting at them, how did they manage to not shoot him and only shoot her? That never made sense to me. I've never seen anybody lay it out, like draw what the apartment looked like, so that, the police are breaking the door down, the boyfriend gets out of bed, takes his gun, shoots at the police officers, but they totally miss him, and they only shoot her. Now, I read somewhere else she was laying in bed. Well, where was the boyfriend at? The whole thing to me was like, I just don't understand that. And admittedly, sometimes you can tell me something, and it can be a long story full of twists and turns. And I will stop at the first twist and go, oh, wait a minute. I don't quite, how did that happen? I can't really hear the rest of what you're saying until you answer that one question. So, one of you, please comment and, just tell me, well, how did that happen? How was the apartment laid out so that the police came in, they knocked the door in, the boyfriend gets out of bed, he shoots at them, but they don't hit him at all. I'm not saying I wanted them to hit him. I don't want anybody to get hit. I just have been trying to figure the layout of that for the longest. So, as I said, again, for the third time, my condolences. This is a tragedy. I'm not trying to lessen the tragedy in any way. And I feel it was a tragedy to her family and friends, who actually knew her, and also to the psyche of the black community, or Hebrew Israelite community, was just another scar that's been added. But I'm not even questioning it happened. I'm just saying that I just can't figure out how that happened. Well, in any case, this is the Sabbath, so enjoy your Sabbath, but try to study and pray and, what you're supposed to do on the Sabbath. So you guys have a wonderful day.